As we exercise our responsibility to determine whether this pattern of behavior constitutes an impeachable offense, it is important to place President Trump's conduct into historical context. Since the founding of our country, the House of Representatives has impeached only 2 presidents. A third was on his way to impeachment when he resigned. This committee has voted to impeach 2 presidents for obstructing justice. We have voted to impeach 1 president for obstructing a congressional investigation. To the extent that President Trump's conduct fits these categories, there is precedent for recommending impeachment here. But never before in the history of the Republic have we been forced to consider the conduct of a president who appears to have solicited personal political favors from a foreign government. Never before has a president engaged in a course of conduct that included all of the acts that most concerned the framers. The Patriots who founded our country were not fearful men. They fought a war. They witnessed terrible violence. They overthrew a king. But as they met to frame our Constitution, those patriots still feared one threat above all: foreign interference in our elections. They had just deposed a tyrant. They were deeply worried that we would lose our newfound liberty, not through a war. If a foreign army were to invade, we would see that coming, but through corruption from within. And in the early years of the Republic, they asked us, each of us, to be vigilant to that threat. Washington warned us, quote, to be constantly awake, since history and experience prove that foreign influence is one of the most baneful foes of Republican government. Adams wrote to Jefferson, quote, as often as elections happen, the danger of foreign influence recurs. Hamilton's warning was more specific and more dire. In the Federalist Papers, he wrote that the, quote, most deadly adversaries of Republican government, unquote, would almost certainly attempt to, quote, raise a creature of their own to the chief magistracy of the Union. In short, the founders warned us that we should expect our foreign adversaries to target our elections, and that we will find ourselves in grave danger if the president willingly opens the door to their influence. What kind of president would do that? How will we know if the president has betrayed his country in this manner? How will we know if he has betrayed his country in this manner for petty personal gain? Hamilton had a response for that as well. He wrote, when a man unprincipled in private life, desperate in his fortune, bold in his temper, possessed of considerable talents, known to have scoffed in private at the principles of liberty, when such a man is seen to mount the hobby horse of popularity, to join the cry of danger to liberty, to take every opportunity of embarrassing the general government and bringing it under suspicion, it may justly be suspected that his object is to throw things into confusion, that he may ride the storm and direct the whirlwind. Ladies and gentlemen, the storm in which we find ourselves today was set in motion by President Trump. I do not wish